that question. What's the next question? I can't even see the
Is
doc, by the way, so you're gonna have to read all of
yeah,
them. Not only for
is
people.
power scaling ruining modern anime?
Wait, power scaling, as in like
Yeah,
this character versus this character, how strong can we get?
exactly.
Ooh.
The way power system works, the ranking, how strong can they get through like
Yeah.
transformations or all
Uh,
of
I
these
I
things.
I don't think it ruins anime. I mean, it depends.
You know what?
If they're doing
On
power
its own,
creeping,
yeah. No,
yeah.
let's reword that question now.
Okay,
Is
okay.
a
Let's.
bad power scaling system
Oh,
does a
okay.
bad
Oh
power
no.
scaling system ruin a show?
Well, yeah, obviously, because then there's no, I mean, you're asking, is a bad something is gonna ruin an anime?
Actually, no. Of course. No.
Yeah, of course
Okay,
it will.
if we're objective about it, okay. Let's take away the bad. Let's keep the question as it is, right?
Okay,
Is
okay.
power scaling on a whole? Should we get rid of it? Should we get rid of it? Should we keep it? Should we get rid of it?
No, I think it's fun, man. I love
I
doing
think it's
I think these cross anime battles. A, they make no sense, and B, they're just
Mhm.
hella fun because it shows a lot of
Yeah.
people's takes and their opinions. It's just fun.
I agree. I think power scaling isn't ruin shows. I just think they're doing power creep, which is
That's what I
like,
was saying earlier. Yeah.
yeah, exactly. And usually power creep comes from a place of creative stagnation. Like you don't know what to do next with your show or with your characters, so you decide,
Yeah.
you know, let's just make them stronger. Give them a new form. Let's give them a new obstacle and let them overcome it with a new form, and again, to the point
A Sutsuki.
when you have 200, 300 different like techniques now or forms, and then every single previous one that used to be the best at the time is now obsolete. Dragon Ball
Yeah.
Z is a very perfect example of this.
Ooh.
Naruto's done it.
I got
Every
one.
yeah.
Can I? Okay, you know what? I'm gonna say this in a few words, and I think you'd agree. Wait, actually, first I need to ask: have you watched Jujutsu Kaisen?
Yes, I have.
JJK.
I'm up to date
Okay,
on JJK.
you. I haven't watched the anime since a very long time. I've read the manga, and you know the character Sukuna, obviously, right?
Yeah, of
He's in
course.
our main guy Itadori, yeah. So for him, I liked him because I watched him in the anime, and I made the
Yeah,
mistake of reading the manga, and I do believe it's finished now. Well, it's
yeah.
finished quite a while ago. Um, he's not a nice character in terms of how he was written at the end, and the power creep ruined him. And I've said this before to you. Um, he has a lot of plot armor. There's two characters I dislike, and that's Sukuna from JJK, and that's
Mm,
Yuno Grenburial from Black Clover, which you haven't watched, but he's the main guy's rival. He's like the Sasuke copy, basically,
right. I see. I
for
see.
Naruto. Yeah, and the thing is, it's like I'm not saying they haven't had a lot of power, but the way Sukuna was written in JJK, the power creep, was
Mm,
Gojo is the artist's, I think, most hated character in the words
right.
of the author or the author themselves, because they made
Mm,
him too OP. So Gojo being a good guy and he was too OP. He had infinity,
mm,
he had six eyes, and he had near infinite, not infinite energy, but he had infinite efficiency with his cursed energy. So he wasn't burning through
right.
any of his cursed energy ever. And then they
Mm,
needed a big bad, which was Sukuna. Sukuna was probably written to be very strong, sure, but the way he beat Gojo and the way he beat everyone else in the final, I'm not gonna say it, obviously. Oh, that's a spoiler alert.
okay. That's enough. That's
I
enough.
already said he beat him. I'm
To
so
be
sorry.
fair, I was never that invested in the story anyways. It was more so the
JJK.
action. Action, yeah. I like
Fair
I'll be
enough.
honest, I could never really get invested into Jujutsu Kaisen story
Yeah.
and characters and power system. I don't know, something about it felt a bit surface level. It was like I think the power system was a bit too complicated at times where like it just didn't make sense to me and like the characters I couldn't really connect with. But I really like the fight scenes and action. So yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, now I know Sukuna beats everyone, so yay.
No, sorry. No, but no, I want to say one thing. Right? The Sukuna
Yeah,
and Gojo, how close? If Sukuna's 100%, where would you say Gojo is in terms of power? Like at the
like
peaks.
at its peak, he has to be close, like 85, 90.
Everyone would think like 90, maybe even closer, right?
Yeah.
From reading the manga, genuinely, it feels like they made Gojo like a freaking 50, bro. They made Sukuna literally twice as strong as Gojo at Gojo's peak. And this is okay, I'm gonna say a few lines and it'll show you how dumb that the writing was, right? Maybe it's a mistranslation. But you know why I don't think it's a mistranslation? Because I've read it on 5 different freaking pages and translations, and they're all very similar. Sukuna's
Mm,
getting beaten up, and then he gets a power boost, and then his sidekick, right, says, "Oh, but Master Sukuna isn't even using 1% of his power." And guess what? He gets beaten up
mm,
10 chapters later. He's like, and then he gets another random power up, and it's, "Oh, Master Sukuna is not even using 3% of his power." And like, okay, well, at his 3%, blah blah blah, whatever you're saying is bullshit. He's
yeah.
beat and killed someone. I already said freaking, you already know who he is. I've already said it, but he mopped the floor with everyone, and he kept getting power ups after power ups. And his sidekick won't start chatting shit. Like the sidekick was just mouthing off, constantly saying, "Oh, but Sukuna's not even trying." And then randomly he evolves stages, bro. It's like going from
Mm,
Super Saiyan 1, 2, 3, somehow going Super Saiyan the red one, the God one, then going blue in the same fight. That's what Sukuna did in one
mm.
single fight in like 20 chapters. It was so dumb. I'm so sorry. His character's rubbish as well. Get out of here, kid.
Okay. Yeah, do you know what? Overall, I think based on Jujutsu Kaisen is a perfect example of power creep ruining an anime. So yeah,
100%.
I think
So
on
rubbish.
on that note, we can agree that that's the case. It's happened before. It's happening still. They need to find a way to convert
I
that
mean,
and fix that.
you can already tell I
Yeah,
absolutely hate the anime.
yeah, I can tell. I can tell. We need a new trope in Battle Shonen for sure.